Hello everyone, Thempire Ian here with new cards. There are sharks in this water, and we're about to find them. New shark stuff. So this is actually pretty interesting because the shark cards, there's a lot of really good shark cards, and I think a couple of new shark cards could really do something to help the archetype. And I guess we're going to take a look and see what we have. They're in this format, which means we get a nice glossy JPEG. This looks like some classic Yu-Gi-Oh art right here. But it also makes it hard for me to do the thumbnails, but I'll make do. I'll make do. So let's see here. We've got surfacing big jaws. That's not a shark, I'm noticing. That's not a shark. This one's not named shark. Why isn't this one a shark? That's annoying. Okay, well, whatever. Maybe it'll be good enough to warrant not being a shark. You can use the first and second effects of this card to name once per turn. During a main phase, so the spell card was activated this turn. That should be pretty easy to do. You can special summon like this card from your hand, and then you kind of special summon the extra deck this turn, except for Ixies monsters. Sharks pretty much are only doing Ixies stuff these days, anyways. Like unless you're trying to do Coelacanth stuff. I should be clear. I'm not a huge expert on sharks. I'm gonna talk a lot about them. I don't know like everything there is to know about the deck. I just know what I know, right? If this card is normal or special summon, you can add a fish shark monster from your deck to your hand. That seems really good. This is a crazy... so the problem, in my estimation with sharks, is that they're incredibly easy to interrupt. They have some very telegraphed choke points that basically end the turn, and having an extender like this can really like, improve that. Like, for one, it gets a body on field. It's a level 4, so it fits in with the 4. And then the third effect there, you could be used as a level 3 or 4 monster as well, so, or 5, I mean. So it can hit all 3 of the shark levels that you try to have, much like Abyss Shark that came out fairly recently. It's a free special after a spell card is activated, which means it's basically free, and then it adds another one to hand. So this seems like a really good one to me, even though it's not a shark itself. It doesn't. I don't think it matters so much that it's not a shark because it is a starter, but it does mean that you can't really use it because it's not. Like it's an alternate starter, I guess. It's partly a starter. It's a little annoying, I will say, but I think it's powerful enough to make up for that. Really. Currently released shark monsters for big. Oh, these are like all the search targets. Yeah, there's a lot of sharks. There's a lot of sharks. All right, and then we have Drake Shark. You know, BBL Jersey. You could only use the first and second effects of this card name once per turn. This card is added to your hand. God, I'm trying to get a good beat on it. If this card is added to your hand except by drawing it, you can special summon it. So you add this off of this, it special summons itself. That's probably not what you're adding, but it might be, depending on what the hand's like. And what this card does. If this card is used for an Ixie summon of water monster that uses 3 or more materials, it can be treated as 2 materials. That lets you get out some of the Ixies that are a little harder to get. I'm thinking of not Valiant Shark, not Shark Fortress. It says 3 specifically, right? Yeah, 3 or more. No, it says 3 or more. So you could use it to get out Shark Drake Vice, which is pretty cool. That guy requires 4 water monsters, so you could use this for 2 of those material. Of course, you could also use Shark Drake, which requires 3 material, and so this gets you into Shark Drake, which goes up into Vice. So there you go. Trying to see if there's any other targets for this. I guess Shark Caesar, if it could be used as a level 3. No, it doesn't seem so. But it does have an effect when it's material. You can detach 2 materials from this card and target a spell trap on the field, attach it to this card as material. That seems really cool, actually. So, Shark Drake, as is, does not have very good effects. But I think you're supposed to you immediately go into Shark Drake Vice. If your life points are 1,000 or less, quick effect banish a monster from your graveyard and detach 1 material from this card. That will be the spell you just added. Then target 1 face-up monster on the field. Its attack becomes 0 until the end of your turn. Okay. I mean, so that's like, it's like okay. It's like fine. like obviously that you, it seems like it's targeted at Thempire. Weirdly enough, it it takes away the field spell for Thempire, and then it makes their Thempire monster 0 attack. Is that a quick effect on Vice, by the way? Yeah, it is a quick effect. So, you know, the fact that you're wanting that they're like targeting Vice here. Of course, there might be another one soon. They might be giving us a new Ixies. They probably are giving us a new Ixies. So let's keep going. Armored Shark. Okay, there's another shark. It's always treated as an Armored Ixies card. Okay, so it's part of the Armored Ixies stuff. There's a lot of overlap there, obviously. You can only use the first second of this card name once per turn. You can send a Water Ixies monster. This is level 3, by the way. From your extra deck to the grave, then target one fish monster in your grave with a level equal to the sent monster's rank, special summon it. Okay, it's like an interesting extender. During your opponent's turn, if this card is in your graveyard, quick effect, you can target one Ixies monster you control, equip this card to it as an equip spell that gives it 500 attack. Okay, I don't think we're playing this one. Unless there's like a card that searches an Armored Ixies card that we really want to get like an extender off of, but it's not really even an extender because it has to be on. You have to get it on field somehow. It doesn't have a way to get itself on field, so you'd have to use like your normal on it or summon it off of something else like Buzzsaw Shark or something. Okay, so this is gonna be our new. Okay, we got a Chaos C number 32. I guess Shark Drake Vice is already a Chaos as well. So C32 Shark Drake Leviathan. This is 4 level 5 monsters, so it's even bigger than the other one. You can also Ixie summon this card by discarding a spell and using 1 rank 4 Shark Drake monster or Ixie's monster you control. Okay, so you could also you can use either one, Shark Drake or Shark Drake Vice, so you could actually use the effect to make a monster 0 attack if you wanted to. I don't think you want to though. Okay, once per turn, quick effect, you can attach a material for this card. Target one effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects, and if you do, change its attack and defense to 0. That's a lot better. Yeah, that's pretty good. You do have to discard a spell, but I imagine that's fine. This is an interesting thing. I think this is something they're kind of doing with a lot of the rank up stuff. Instead of having you play a rank up magic card, you're discarding a spell as if that spell was turned into a rank up magic card for the purposes of ranking up, which is fun. I think that's a neat way to do it. Negates this effect, changes attack to 0 defense, 0 attack to 0 defense. That is permanent. It does not go away. This card can make a second attack during the battle phase to really get in there. It's got 3,100 attack, I mean. And if it attacks a defense position monster, it inflicts piercing battle damage. Wow. That's okay. That's fine. This is a fine card. It's not great, but it's fine. Honestly, with how much other stuff's going on in here, I think it's pretty good. None of this stuff locks you, right? This stuff locks you into Ixies. What is it? No, not this one. The other one. This one locks you into Ixies. But that's fine. Like if you're just locked into regular Ixies instead of water Ixies or something like that, or fish Ixies, like we're clear, man. There's so much you can do with this. All right, and then Le Virtue Dragon. The Virtue Dragon, huh? It's a fucking rage comic. What the fuck? Alright, this is a rank 3, which is what we're trying to do with this card, I guess, is make a rank 3. But we gotta play more level 3 monsters for that. Oh, there's more even after this. Okay. 2 level 3 monsters. You can only use the first and second effects coins per turn. This card is special summon. You can add a Virtue Stream card from your deck to hand. Is that next? No? No? Okay, there it is. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of cards. Wow, they're giving these a lot of cards. I'm going to check just to make sure there's not another Virtue Stream. No, there's not. That's the only one. Okay, so we'll get to that in a second. You can activate one of these effects. Detach an Ixie's material from your monster. Your monster. Any of your monsters or just this one? Add 1 fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster from deck graveyard to hand, except Le Virtue Dragon. Oh, I get it. It's Leviathan. You know, it's Leviathan Dragon. Why is the I guess it's just Virtue. I don't know. I was about to say. I thought it was a. I was starting to think that it was a portmanteau of Leviathan and Leviaire, or whatever the fuck it's called. The other rank 3 guy. Levier the Sea Serpent or whatever. I'm like desperately trying to search this card. Yeah, Levier the Sea Dragon. But I guess it's kind of a portmanteau of those. It has the same levy, I guess. So it does both what they both did. It kind of does what they both do. Or no, it actually doesn't do it what Leviathan Dragon does at all, actually. It adds from grave to hand instead of from banish. And then target 2 Xyz monsters on the field, detach 1 material from one of them, and attach it to the other's material. Okay. That doesn't seem very good. Alright, spells. Spell traps. You can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. This is Aqua Jet Starfish. This is a retrain of Aqua Jet. Special summon a level 4 or lower fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster from your hand or grave, and if you do, you cannot special summon from the extra deck while you control it, except Xyz. Still a perfectly fine lock for this deck, I think. If your opponent controls an attack with a monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target a fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster you control. It gains 1,000 attack until the end of the turn. It's cool that we're finally turning. This is like more tri-typing. But I'm glad we're. It's not finally, because there's been a lot of cards in the past, but I'm glad to see more tri-typing of these three. I think I like these three working together. Reincarnate Unveil Mail. This is always treated as an Armored Xyz card. Okay, you can only activate one card with this card's name per turn. An Xyz monster equipped with this card gains these effects. Cannot be destroyed a battle once per turn. If this card battled this turn, quick effect, you can return an equip card equipped to this card to the hand. Then immediately after this resolves, Xyz summon 1 water monster. Okay, so that's for, doing the Armored Xyz stuff, which is fine, I guess. I don't know why you would do this over. I guess it has a battle protection over like any other thing, though. I guess another target, so like you can have 2 targets. And this card says the graveyard can activate this effect. Equip it from your graveyard to an Xyz monster you control during the end phase of this turn. Actually, that might make it worthwhile. That right there. All right, Virtue Stream. This is the search off of La Virtue Drake. You can only use the first and second effects of this card name once per turn. Target 1 fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster you control, and 2 cards your opponent controls. Destroy them. Icarus Attack? It's Icarus Attack? I guess it's searchable Icarus Attack. And it has a banish effect. You can banish a card from your graveyard, then target 1 face-up monster on the field. Apply this effect based on its attribute. Water. The next time it would be destroyed by a card's effects this turn. It's not destroyed. Non-water. Its attribute becomes water. Okay. Sure. I don't know. I mean, it's like fine. Icarus Attack is not the worst thing it could be. Alright, and then we have another trap. Xyz Poseidon Splash. That's cool. He'll use the first and second effect of this card's name per turn, and only once that turn. Okay, so this is you gotta choose. If you control an Xyz monster that has an Xyz monster as material, declare 1 attribute among monsters on the field. Destroy all monsters on the field with that attribute that are not equipped with an equip spell. You can banish this card from your graveyard and detach 1 Xyz material from your monster. Special summon a fish, sea or aqua monster from your graveyard to either field. Okay. This is interesting because there is one thing that you could do with this, which is Kragan. Stealth Kragan. It's a 4, which means we can easily make it in this deck. And it makes all face-up monsters on the field become water type. So you could declare water type and just have something equipped to it to protect it, and like your other monsters. There's like, I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. If it's worth running enough equip spells to do that. I don't know. That seems to me, but I mean, there's so many cards. How many cards did they get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cards. Wow, that's incredible. That's what is this coming out in? Rage of the Abyss. Oh, it's a new set. Okay. Okay. So this is the focus of the set then. That's why there's so many, I guess. Big Jaws is incredible. The fact that it's not a shark, I think, is the only downside to it, really. But I think it is good enough that you play it anyways, right? This seems like insane for sharks. Drake Shark seems pretty decent too. I think you probably play one of this to summon, or just like to search. It's got the popular effect, you know. We love to see it. And then we have Armored Shark. I don't think Armored Shark is particularly good. I think Shark Drake Leviathan is decent, just like another tool in the arsenal of sharks. I think sharks honestly have enough stuff that is good that it doesn't matter that this isn't particularly good, right? And Shark Drake can really do some work against certain decks as well to like make these Ixies better. The Virtue Dragon, I don't think is great, and I don't know when you'd be making it. It does require 3s, but obviously you have like Rage of the Abyss, or not sorry, not Rage, Surfacing Big Jaws, I mean, and Abyss Shark, which can count as 3s. And of course, Armored Shark is like searchable off of Armored Ix. I think it's searchable off of Armored Ixie stuff. Here, let me real quick, just real quick, go in here. Armored Ixie's Fortress is the one that does the searches, right? Detach 2 materials to this card. Add Armored Ixie's cards with different names from your deck equal to the number detached. All right. So if you can get Armored Ixie's Fortress on field, you can search, you know, multiple pieces. And you transfer the materials of the card to its card. So if you use the rank 3, just don't use the draw effect on Ixie's Armor Torpedo, right? It's up to 2 materials, so I don't know if you want to do that or if you just want to go straight into Ixie's Armor Fortress. But then you get 2 searches, and one of them can be this Armored Shark, although I don't know how you're getting it on the field after that, but at least it is searchable off of that. I don't know, maybe you use the fucking Bakura card to get an extra normal summon. Because you want to use your main normal summon on Buzzsaw Shark, generally speaking, I would imagine. I don't think that changes with these new cards. There's a lot of new cards, so... but yeah, Buzzsaw Shark. Did I say Scrap Shark? I hope I didn't. Buzzsaw Shark is what I meant to say. Buzzsaw Shark just gets you a free... It's like, it's a body and then it gives you a fish. And so it's just instant Ixies. It negates the effects, but it does, and it locks you in the Ixies, but we don't care about that. This is why I didn't care about any of the Ixies locks. We already have an Ixies lock, right? And also, Buzzsaw Shark can also be treated as a level 3 or 4, or 5. I forgot about that. I forgot that Buzzsaw Shark also can be treated as level 3 or 5. I've never used that effect before. But yeah, then we also have Abyss Shark, which is a 5, but it summons itself if all monsters you control are water. And then you get to add a level 3, 4, or 5 fish monster from deck to hand. So it's pretty crazy. And it's a shark that you could search off of Big Jaws. In fact, that's probably what you do, right? Because, yeah, okay. So Buzzsaw Shark doesn't care if they are sharks. It just cares that they are fish. So if you don't draw the Big Jaws, you can summon it off of off of Buzzsaw Shark, and then you still get this because it's on normal or special. You just didn't get the free special off of it. And if you don't, you can get something else that might be good. Oh wait, no, it's Buzzsaw Shark negates the effects. Damn it. That's annoying. Just make Zealantis. Just make Zealantis. No, because you're locked in the Ixies. You can't even do that. Oh no. Just summon it back with what's his face? Armored Ixies Shark. Armored Shark. It can summon it back and then you get to use the effect. There you go. Perfect. And of course there's still right hand shark and left hand shark, but I don't think we even need those at this point. Wow. These are incredible. Like, I genuinely think these are really powerful. This card is crazy. Big Jaws is crazy. Drake Shark is pretty dang good. Armor Shark, I'm coming around on. I think this is actually pretty decent. It's like decent. The fact that it's searchable off of the Armored Ixies search, so you just get this and one of the spells or something. I think that's neat, and then you still have something to detach material for, if you in a pinch, if you need to like just get rid of everything, because you need to have a lot of stuff detached to go into the Lancer guy, the big Lancer guy. This card is decent. I think this is another nice tool in the toolbox. A really good closer for the archetype. So I don't have a problem with how like relatively weak it is. But I'm coming back to Lavertu Dragon again, and I'm still just not sure on this guy. Like, we can make it because of Armored Shark, and obviously a lot of our cards can become 3s. And it does get Icarus attack. And then these effects are like fine. Oh, after we use oh shit, that's actually really cool. So we use Big Jaws. Its effects are negated. I'm realizing its effects are negated. So it was like summoning off of Buzzsaw Shark. I'm trying to think. So off of Buzzsaw Shark, you're summoning that. Oh, wait, no, it cannot activate. It's not the effects negated. It cannot activate. So that effect still works, I believe. You summon Buzzsaw Shark. You grab Big Jaws. You can go into Lavertu Dragon. Lavertu Dragon, grab, detach. Oh, you need a target in your grave first. You need to have a material for it to be a target, or do you? There has to be like a legal, not target, because it's non-targeting obviously, but there has to be a legal like search or like, it's not a search because it's in the grave. What do you know what I mean? There has to be a legal thing for you to grab in the grave, for you to actually detach the material to have the target that you want in there. So maybe instead we're going Buzzsaw Shark into Big Jaws into one of the Armored Ixies guys. Use the Armored Ixies guys to grab the armored stuff. How are we getting this on the field, though? How are we getting that on the field? Like, you just gotta have Lantern Shark in hand or something? I don't know about that. But somehow you can make this, and this guy can add the Big Jaws back to hand, and then you can use its effect to summon itself if you've activated a spell that turn. Maybe one of the spells will do it. There's not really a shark spell, but there's plenty of fish spells that you could use. There is one shark spell. It's called Shark Cannon. Sky Strikers. But anyways, moving on. This spell seems decent. Like, this is probably one of the spells you would play. It just does free special summon. It locks you in the Ixies, but you don't care about that. The Banish is fun too. It can really help you close out games. But really the star of the show is this. I mean, maybe that's... Well, it summons from hand or grave. Okay. So then you do need that. You do need something like that going on to actually getting that search of that Armored Shark to actually get that on the field. The fact that it's only from hand to grave is kind of fucking me up. I gotta look at Aquajet original. I think, did Aquajet go from hand? I guess it did. It must have. I can't imagine they made a worse version. Oh, Aquajet's just the equip spell. Or no, not even equip spell. It just gives it 1,000 attack. Why did I forget what this one does? I swear there's another card that's similar in like art to Aquajet, but it does like a special summon. But yeah, no, this is way better, of course. Like I said, I'm not an expert on these at all, so I'm just going off of what I know. This one is another search target for the Armored Ixies search. I don't know about this one. It is a quick Ixies, which is nice. That's like fine. And then it goes back to a monster when it hits the grave. Oh, I get it. Okay. You're supposed to discard this to summon Shark Drake Leviathan. You're supposed to search it and discard it. I understand now. Yeah, no, that seems good. That's good enough then. Because it's just free advantage. You know, you discard it to summon that, you attach it, and you get the quick Ixies effect, and it protects it from battle. Yeah, no, I see that now. I get it. The Virtue Stream, like I said, it's Icarus attack, but a little bit more. And this could come up maybe sometimes. And then this is interesting in the context of Stealth Kragan, or Kragan, or whatever you want to call it. That's the only way I really see this being useful. It's not. It is an Ixies card, which is cool. But it also is not an Ixies armor Ixies card, so you can't search it off of that. You can just search it off of the things that search Ixies cards. The graveyard effect is decent, so that I could maybe see playing Foolish Burial Goods to put this in grave and use it to special summon a fish from the grave. But I think the deck is good enough not to need that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I think the deck is plenty good to avoid that. Wow, these are really cool. Yeah. Let me know if you've got any other sick combos of these. I'm digging these. I don't know if I'm going to be playing sharks, but yeah, I like these. They're cool. They're really cool. I think they're neat. This is like the first time in a while where the boss monster for a set, or the cover card for a set, has felt like a card worth playing. I guess the last one was like Darkwing Blast or something. Like I'm trying to think of what even the cover cards for the last few sets were. Right? I guess we had Gandora G. He was fine, I guess. The Photon Hypernova thing was ass. It's a good card. It's just hard to get out because the deck bricks to hell. And I would say that, like, you know, obviously the Power of the Elements cover card, the Neos Shining Wingman guy, we didn't think it was good until, you know, Hero started playing it recently, but that was before Darkwing Blasts, so I think I'm safe on that one. I think Darkwing Blast is the last, like, playable, and even then, calling Blackwing and Hero, like, playable is... They're playable for sure. They're just not good. You know what I'm saying? They're playable, just not, you know, at the level we want to see. This could be like the first... Like, I think these cards are so good that I think this could be like the first cover card that's like money, right? That's kind of weird, right? All right, I've talked way too much. Oh my god, 30-minute video. Why? No, these cards are worth talking about. I think there's a lot of cool stuff you could do with them. And there's 9 of them. There's a ton of cards. But let me know what you think of these cards down below. What combos you've got. What do you got brewing? And you know, if you disagree that these cards are good, if you think these cards are ass, you can politely disagree. That's okay. We like polite disagreement here. Just, you know, polite, because otherwise it hurts my brain. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there. Thanks for watching another video. Why don't you give it a like, share it around, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications. You know, the YouTube stuff. You can also follow me on Twitch and Twitter for more content. I got content plenty for ya. You can also support the channel by giving me money. You have a Patreon. If you join the Patreon, you can show up in the credits over here. I would really appreciate that. You could also use my TCG Player affiliate link to get any singles, sealed product, or accessories you want, all to supporting the channel at the same time. That's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful rest of whatever time it is for you. Bye now!